2K Sport. This weekend. Set to bring you an exciting look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Shea and Johnson. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Okongwu into the center, filling out the middle. And for Miami, Mitchell is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. Burks, the pass to Ware. Back to Burks. Good ball movement here by the Heat. On three-pointer, Wiggins gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Young with no one around. Bangs home the trifecta.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Count that bucket.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Young against Mitchell. It's Young on the wing. On the wing, Daniels lets it go with a 3. The basket good off the assist from Young. Daniels has got 5.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Mitchell with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Works for 3. They grab their own miss. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. Atlanta leading by 6. Kicks it out to Johnson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Miami's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. Mitchell wide open. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Pass to Johnson. It's Young on the wing, covered by Mitchell. Clock at 6. Back to Johnson. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Wiggins. He takes it in. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Shea. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Atlanta.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, It spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Young's shot is off.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And it's Wiggins missing. The Hawks leading by 3. Knocks it loose. Pass to Rizichet. Back to Okongwu. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
And this kid, Rizichet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Adebayo passes to Ware. Works for 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Okongwu's now got rebound number 5 here tonight. Burks with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Okongwu. And it's off from three-point range. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Terrence Mann is out there with LeVert. Then it's Nance. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Niang in at the small forward. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Capella with the bucket.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Jaquez sets us.
Didn't have margin.
Here's Hero. And the layup falls.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Inside. Man gets the bucket.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
LeVert against Hero. Hero can't get that one to fall. Here's LeVert. Finished off the break. LeVert's got the lead up to 10 now for Atlanta.
And you see the open floor speed of LeVert, a great athlete who just needs to stay healthy to reach his potential.
Niang finds Man. Back to Niang. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Jovic.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Fires the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
That's tipped. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Jaquez. Now here is Robinson. Defended by Man. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Robinson.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Niang passes to Capella, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Here's Hero, and that one is stuffed right through.
And there's that vertical of Hero. Gets off the floor with ease and just hammers that one down.
LeVert kicks to Capella. Niang in the corner. Screen by Capella. Lob pass to Capella, and it's blocked. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Here's Mann, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Larson, no good. The Hawks leading by 6. Nance outside. Here's Mann. Off target from three-point range. Miami's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Larson, no good. The Hawks have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Nance dishes to Capella. The tray. Nance, no good. He'd have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Hotdin. A three-pointer, no good. Jaquez with the steal. Outside Robinson. Hero on the wing. Shoots over LeVert. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job now. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot draw. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
He's a problem, no doubt about it. One that opposing teams have to grapple with every time he takes the ball.
They've got Andrew Wiggins. Alec Burks is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding him.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Puts up a deep 3. Doesn't go that time.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Daniels passes to Johnson. Back to Daniels. Johnson with a screen on Burks. Here's Daniels, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Young against Mitchell. And Young kicks to Johnson. Back to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Okongwu. Three-pointer, Daniels. Miami grabs the miss. Mitchell outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. The Heat have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And Mitchell drops them both. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number 1, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps. And this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Young, no good. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Wiggins has got 8.
And this is why Wiggins has become an efficient scorer, doing a much better job with his shot quality, and loves now to attack inside.
He gets that one. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here is Daniels, covered by Wiggins. Driving in. Daniels passes to Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Adebayo, high post. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Daniels, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those 2 guys.
Young left side. Got it up. He nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player.
And so it's Atlanta, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Larry Nance, LeVert out there with Terrence Mann. Then there's George Niang, and it's Capella in at the center position. LeVert kicks to Capella for the 3. Niang, that's good. Niang's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Hawks. On the wing, Mitchell. LeVert defending. Here's Larson. tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Niang, covered by Wiggins. Niang passes to LeVert. And the layup is good. And it's a 12-point Hawks lead.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Here's Mitchell. There's the drive. And the shot goes down.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Well, you've got to be creative when you're up against a bigger defender.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Atlanta.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Mann. Back to LeVert. Nance sets a screen for LeVert. Pass to Mann. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And the Hawks lead by 11.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Adebayo with the screen on LeVert. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. LeVert with it, launches it, and Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Larson, and it's in there. Larson's got it back down to single digits for the Heat.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
LeVert finds Niang. Mann with it. Back to Niang. Capella, the pass to Niang. Shot clock at 5. Pass to LeVert. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off the shot before second violation. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. The Heat trail by 8. Mitchell passes to Larson. Fires from deep. Okongwu grabs the board. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Back to Daniels. The Hawks working the ball around. Mitchell against Young. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Rieseshay. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Ware passes to Adebayo. Here's Ware over Young. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Ware.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammate.
Johnson with a screen on Mitchell. Young against Mitchell. Johnson sets the screen for Young. The shake. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 8.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
And so the Hawks take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but what, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
down and play their half-court sets.
When you're a young player, that can be a bit frustrating, but when you're a vet, you welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
Now here's Mitchell and the starting group for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Ball. And it's Dosunmu in at the 2.
Yeah, in a battle of physicality, Adebayo tends to get the best of you.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Here's where. The 3 from Mitchell. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Here's Adebayo. Here's where. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB physical, get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And it's Giddey missing. For Miami, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside Mitchell. Stolen by Giddey. On the break. There's Ball with a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Turning on the Jets in transition. Ball, excellent job at getting to the right spots in these situations.
On the wing, Burks. He's covered by Dosunmu. Sinks it from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
There's Ball with a 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And he wasted no time getting those points back. Great response from Ball.
Adebayo sets a screen. Here's where. The three-pointer off the mark. Chicago has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Ball passes to Giddey. Ball against Mitchell. Fires the 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Dosunmu on the wing, defended by Burks. Here's the 3. Dosunmu can't hit. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And Grant, the Heat, last season, retiring Udonis Haslem's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Now here's Burks. Pass to Ware. There's the 3. And again, no good by Miami. And the Bulls shooting 43% to get this one underway. Vucevic, a screen on Mitchell. From deep, Giddey. Here's Buzelis. The 3 from Ball. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Mega shot there from the coffin corner. It is fun to watch Ball shoot those and knock them down.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Giddey. He's scoreless. Vucevic, a screen on Wiggins. And it's Giddey missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Adebayo. Inside. Where? Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, they're usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd.
Vucevic, a screen on Burks. The 3 from Ball. Rebound Miami. Ware's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Wiggins.
That is powerful.
Yes! And he dunks it down.
putting something extra on it. Wiggins showing off what he can do.
Here's Ball, and he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
For Miami, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Yeah, from the perimeter, Wiggins can be very, very efficient. You just can't allow him to find those looks.
Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Vucevic. Fires for 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Mitchell. Here's Ware. Pounded by Ball. Down low. 3 seconds left. Second chance effort. It's been all about Andrew Wiggins for Miami. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the three-point line. Shooting with confidence so far in this one.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Lonzo Ball is out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. So it's Miami now. Chicago making their last shot. Mitchell into the lane. Ball against Burks. Clock at 6. Pass to Ware. Adebayo from long range. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Buzelis on the take. And he goes in for the dunk.
Looking agile on the attack. It's so good to see Buzelis taking the initiative on offense and capitalizing.
Whoa, Wiggins with feeling.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Burks, and that one is hammered home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
Now here's Burks. He's got 7. Here's Adebayo. It's Wiggins on the wing. Giddey defends. Wiggins, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pick by Vucevic. The 3 from Ball. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Here's Ware. Burks for 3. Knocks down the long J. Burks has got 7 now in this quarter.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Giddey passes to Ball. And he lobs it up top. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And so here is Miami. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Wiggins with it. Guarded now by Ball. Here's Mitchell. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Chicago trailing here. Ball outside. Here's Buzelis. Now here's Vucevic. Vucevic, a screen on Wiggins. And it's Giddey missing. Miami has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Ball outside. Floats one. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by Ball. Buzelis has got 6.
Oh, nice touch on the inside play by Buzelis, adjusting from close range.
From deep, Mitchell. And Adebayo slams it in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
When he puts it all together, Ball can put on quite a performance.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. Oh, Wiggins with the power game inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Oh, powered down with both hands.
On offense, Ball is a catalyst. He knows how to move things around and give people quality shots.
Outside Burks. Now here's Adebayo. He's got 5. Outside Mitchell. Wiggins outside. 1 second left. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Miami out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please represent the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, it's been quite a game for Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
They've got Duncan Robinson. He's out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Jovic in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Here's White. The Heat making... Oh! Throw it down! Wow! Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Hero for 3. Chicago with a rebound. You know, from the 2020 bubble to late 2021, Zach Collins didn't play a single game. He missed over a year, Richard.
Yeah, underwent ankle surgery, missing a ton of games. Despite that, Zach's come back stronger, really improving all aspects of his game.
Here's Larson. No points so far. Takes it inside. Hero outside. Pass to Larson. There's a screen. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Chicago leading by 4. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Kicks it out to Collins. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray. Larson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Hero with it. Now guarded by White. Hero, the pass to Jaquez. They set the pick. 3-pointer. He can't get it to go. Chicago has gone 7 for 17 from 3-point range so far in this matchup. Left side, Robinson. From outside, off the mark. Chicago's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Collins with a screen on Robinson. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Yeah, what an assertive move by Hero. Dropping an emphatic answer 3.
Outside, Williams. Fires from deep. Can't hit that one. Miami trailing. Robinson on the wing. Herder defending. They set a pick. Here's Larson. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Like, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Jovic. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Chicago leading by 3. White looking it over. Collins outside. Offline with a 3. The Heat have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Pass to Jovic. Here's Larson. Herder defending. Hero with it. 5 to shoot. Shoots over White. Again, the Heat misses. Chicago has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Williams a screen on Hero. White against Robinson. Collins passes to White. Pass to Terry. The 3 is up. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Heat trail by 3. Now Hero. 5 points in the game. Outside Jaquez. With the fadeaway. Connects from downtown. Jaquez has got his first 3 points of the game. There's Herder with the 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams have. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. With the teardrop. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Ware. Adebayo a screen on Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Burks. And a miss there on the triple. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. They lead by 1. There's Ball with a 3. Buries it from 3. Ball's got 6 points in the quarter.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Ball against Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. Wiggins attacks, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
He's quick down the lane. The D had to reach out to stop Wiggins.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Bulls?
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration. And as we're starting to see more of Buzelis, his coaches want more of that, just impacting the glass. Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Now here's Smith. This one for three. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Wiggins, and it's blocked.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
The swim move for three. Another shot. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got rebound number 7 tonight. 4-3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Smith with a screen on Mitchell. Really left him alone that time. And the Bulls lead by 5.
Oh, man. Massive points from Buzelis.
Yes. Here's Mitchell. Outside Burks. Fade away. Smith with the rebound.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got rebound number 8 now. And here's Adebayo. There's a screen by Wiggins. Here's Ware. And here's Mitchell. Pounded by Ball. And that one's good. Mitchell for 3. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Ball against Burks. Smith outside. Stolen by Wiggins. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Oh, look at Wiggins finishing transition.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Ball outside. To the inside. Here's Buzelis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
And at 6'10", Buzelis is becoming a very difficult cover for defenses, especially when he's aggressive and trying to score. Not easy to keep your focus when there's so much riding on those free throws, but that was excellent work in the clutch.
Now here's Mitchell. He's covered by Dosunmu. Has to Ware to take the lead. No good from 3-point range.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on.
Of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup. They've got Kobe White. Josh Giddey is out there with Buzelis. And it's Smith. And it's Ball in at the point guard. And so it's the Hawks sitting on the board first. Smith sets the pick for Ball. Okongwu grabs the board.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Three-pointer, Daniels comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's White. Misses the wing check. And David Aldridge spoke with Quinn Snyder. David?
Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And the Hawks with possession here. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. And Young with the basket on the assist by Okongwu.
Undeniable range. Young is going to pull up the moment he gets any angle out there.
And one of those guys, Brent, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
Bulls have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Buzelis sets a screen for Ball. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And the defense got full. Ball pulled them right in with that pump fake.
Ball hits them both. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
So it's Chicago now after the basket by Atlanta. Pass to White. White, a screen on Johnson. Here's Buzelis, covered by Johnson. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And how about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
Young against Ball. And Young, here we go. And he banks in the layup. Young's got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now.
For the defense.
Here's Johnson. They trail by 1. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's White. That 3 off the mark. Hawks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And Young kicks to Okongwu. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And look at that. The vision is why Trae Young can get you double-digit assists.
Here's White. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Young outside. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Back to Okongwu. Pulls it up. And it's Ricochet missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Got that one up quick. 8 points for him.
Lonzo with a nice job of staying shifty and then seizing the opportunity when it opened.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Pulls on D. 35 seconds left in the first. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Chicago leading. A 3 ball. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Okongwu, the pass to Young. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Okongwu slams it in.
Trae Young not afraid to make passes like that. Great vision.
It's tipped. Ball from long range. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the deep.
It's been all about Lonzo Ball for Chicago. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Bulls, guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Shea in at the 3 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. The Hawks trailing. Here's Daniels. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Very little resistance against that throw down.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
White, good.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Okongwu against Smith. Okongwu dishes to Young. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And Trae doing a good job exploring, trying to find those soft spots in the defense.
Buscella sets a screen for White. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Young left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Okongwu. Buscella, no one around him. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Hawks trail by 3. Brand some early success for Josh Giddey in the NBA. When you look at his game, what do you like most?
I love the vision, Kevin. This guy is one of the most creative passers that the NBA has and is willing to take some risks. And the reason he does that is he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special.
A big answer from Buscella. He wants his team to know they can count on him from the perimeter.
Ball kicks to Smith. Back to Ball. It's deflected. Here's Young. 7 points in the game. To the right side. To the middle. Takes the 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's Ball with the 3. And the Bulls another 3.
No hesitation from Lonzo on that perimeter shot.
Okongwu with it. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Daniels passes to Okongwu. The Hawks working the ball around. Stolen by Ball. In transition, here come the Bulls. Giddey, no one around him. No good with the triple. The Hawks trail by 6. Down low. Here's Okongwu.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
A 3. Giddey, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. It's taken away by Smith. Right side, White takes a 3. And the Bulls with another miss. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Daniels, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Giddey. Three-pointer. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The game now all tied. Daniels has got 9 points in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Out to Smith. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game time. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Young looking around. Now Reza Shea. Three-pointer, Daniels. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Bulls lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Terry is out there with Dosunmu. And it's Herter in at the 3, the small forward. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Man finds LeVert. Traps in the tray. 6 points for Karis LeVert.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
A wide open look here for Terry. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Terry's got his first bucket in this one. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
LeVert kicks to Capella. Back to LeVert. Lob pass to Capella. LeVert the pass to Niang. Just 3 to shoot. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Herter. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. The kick out to Williams. Vucevic setting the pick for Williams. Pass to Dosunmu. Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3-ball. And now a 4-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
On the wing, Nance. He's guarded by Williams. And Nance kicks to LeVert. Nance sets a screen for LeVert. Back to Nance. Vucevic with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 4. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
To the inside. Man passes to Capella. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Capella taking a crack and stays focused on the rim.
For Atlanta, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Williams, a screen on LeVert. Dosunmu's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 3. The drive by Nance. The second effort. Here's Capella. Nice hit again. Pass to Nance. LeVert with it. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Terry with a screen on LeVert. Dosunmu, the pass to Williams. And it's Herter, top of the key. Williams has a screen for Herter. Collins dishes to Williams. This one for 3. Rebounded by Capella. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Collins setting the big for Herter. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Herter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, that's who Herter is outside on the perimeter, a confident long-range shooter.
And Nance kicks to LeVert. Rebound by the Bulls. Dosunmu with it. He's picked up by LeVert. Outside Terry. And with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 4. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
One of the things that we saw in the early part of his career with the Lakers is how dangerous he can be in transition. These are opportunities where he salivates.
Outside Collins. Collins setting the big for Herter. Back to Collins. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Collins has got his first 2 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Mann. Capella kicks to Nance. And a miss there on the triple. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Bulls ahead, up by 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got George Niang. Larry Nance out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's LeVert in at the 1.
Lonzo's instincts on the defensive end paying off there, just able to stay long and get that steal to start the break. So pretty when Larry Nance Jr., even at his size, gets a chance to glide.
White, it's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. LeVert against Ball. Capella kicks to LeVert. Back to Capella. Man up top. White covering. Capella with a screen on White. For 3, Nance. It's all in by the Bulls. Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Buzelis. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to LeVert. Man. There's the 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Buzelis, covered by Nance. Buzelis with the ball. Got a hand on it.
More of this from Larry Nance Jr. Rising up and tossing that one away.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. It's stolen by Johnson. Now, here's Okongwu. Young pass to Okongwu. Young against Ball. A nice shot by Young.
Trae Young has such good handle and creates so much space for himself, and he can get to the rim.
The drive by Ball. Pass to Buzelis. Giddey sets the pick for Buzelis. No good from outside. The Hawks trail by 5. It's Young on the wing. Back to Johnson. Now Reza Shea. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Reza Shea. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
While taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
To the paint, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
This kid, Buzelis, loves these types of situations. He wants to be the guy they go to in the big moments.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. They set the pick. Ball against Young. Shoots the three.
He can guard multiple positions, and Lonzo Ball's versatility helping out on that possession.
The shot by Okongwu, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Pass to Buzelis. Smith with a screen on Johnson. The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Hawks trail by 5. .121 left in the fourth quarter. Young. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You have to love Trae Young's relentlessness on the floor. His focus, just giving the game 100% of himself and not messing around in any regard.
Collins checked in for the Bulls.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's White. Drains the three-pointer. White's got 6 here in this quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Young, no good.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Ball with the bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Collins, a screen on Johnson.
Tough take by Buzelis, proving he can absorb some contact and finish on that drive.
Young. It's rebounded by Giddey. And here is Ball. Fires from way outside. Off the mark. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they...
VA. On 2K Sports. And the starting lineup for Miami. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Davion Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hawks, Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Risache in at the 3, the small forward. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions. But tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Pass to Okongwu. Launches it. Rebound Miami. Hero outside. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebounded by Johnson.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The deep 3 from Hero. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 for 3 so far.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
And out on the wing, Zach Risache has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Pass to Risache. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
And there's the ability to finish for Risache. Nobody scares him at the rim.
From deep, Mitchell. Rebounded by Johnson. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. To the left side wing. The 3 from Risache. Gets the 3 ball to go. Risache's got 5 now.
Yeah, that's what Risache is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
He shoots. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Young against Mitchell. Outside Young. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Heat trail by 5. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Hero outside. Now here's Okongwu. Not a lot of room. Young, the pass to Okongwu. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, what a look. I mean, Young, a high-level passer.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on it.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat stand. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Mitchell against Young. There's the triple. They get the rebound. Pass to Johnson. Back to Okongwu. Shot clock at 5. No good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
And here's Young. Over Mitchell. Not enough on that one as it misses. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Alec Burks. He's out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Jaquez in at power forward. Nance with a screen on Burks. LeVert with the drive.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And a fast break now for the Hawks. Gets some space and parries the jumper. LeVert's got 4 points in the quarter.
On the fast break, LeVert's energy is everything. He sticks with the play the whole way and sinks it.
Pass to Burks. For 3, Robinson. Atlanta with a rebound. On the wing man, Robinson defending. Man, the pass to LeVert. Here's Capella. The teardrop, and he takes it up and lays it in.
Inside, Capella's physical ability makes the difference. He can get vertical, bump with you, whatever it takes.
For close to a decade now, Stan, Clint Capella has been a double-double machine.
Well, Brian, I think the key to Capella is he knows who he is. He's a great rebounder, rim runner, and shot blocker. And then he doesn't force things offensively, and that's why he's had one of the highest shooting percentages in NBA history.
KYG, know your game. LeVert passes to Capella. And here's Man. Pass to Niang. From the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. Heat trail by 11. To the wing on the left. Here's Larson. Again, the Heat misses. The Hawks have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's Nance. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Outside Robinson. Shot to stop the run. Capella with a rebound. Atlanta leading by 13. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Niang, no good. Miami has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And there's a pick. Burks passes to Jaquez. Here's Larson. Outside Robinson. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Robinson's got 6.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to Larson. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Heat trail by 8. Right side, Burks. Jaquez against Nance. The offensive rebound. Jovic passes to Burks. They set the screen. Pass to Jovic. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Atlanta.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
Despite ups and downs, the Atlanta Hawks have remained in the hunt season to season, Stan.
Well, Brian, this team has a lot of resilience. They're scrappy, they're hardworking, and it's helped them stay on the margins, at least, of the playoff picture.
For three, Robinson hits a three-pointer. Robinson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's man, the kick out to Nance. Burks against LeVert. To the inside, out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Now Burks. No points yet.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
Stolen by Capella. Nance with it. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Atlanta on top. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Duncan Robinson.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Ricochet and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. Young looking for an opening. On the wing, Daniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Daniels has got 8 points. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
No, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Hero for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Oh, Young with a physical finish inside.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Back to Hero. Pass to Wiggins. And he makes it on the layup. Wiggins got 9.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
The Hawks lead by 4. Up top, Johnson. Here's Rizachet. Back to Johnson. Now here's Okongwu. Inside. Knocked away. Here's Rizachet. Rebound Miami. It's Wiggins on the wing. 9 points in the game. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. No good on the triple. The Hawks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break.
Showcasing his athleticism. Plays like this are why you got to be excited about Rizachet's future in this league.
Hero right side. Here's Adebayo. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Heat trail by 6. Here's Wiggins. Oh, Wiggins right to the rack.
A mobile attacking player. Wiggins' teammates and coaches love when he uses his physical tools to his advantage.
Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
Up top, Johnson. Pounded by Adebayo. And here's Okongwu for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got 4 rebounds now. Hero outside. Pass to Mitchell. To the left wing. Here's Ware. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Down low. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Hero for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Left side, Johnson. Up in time. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Atlanta on top, leading by 3. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Duncan Robinson. He's out there with Alec Burks. And it's Larson in at the 3 slot. And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. LeVert passes to Nance. Can't cash it in from close range. Heat trail by 3. For 3, Robinson hits the trifecta.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's Jovic. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now. It's LeVert on the wing, defended by Burks. Here's Niang. Nails it from 3. And now a 5-point Hawks lead.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
On the wing, Burks. He's checked by LeVert. Here's Jaquez. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Jaquez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. LeVert outside. To the middle. From the stripe. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Here's Larson. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Pass to man. Now here's Capella. Inside. Nance, the pass to man. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Fades. Novic's shot is off. The Hawks leading. LeVert with the ball. Now Burks defending. Here's LeVert. Pass to Niang. Up top, Nance. Just 4 to shoot. Tries it from 16. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Nance has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
And Burks gets it to go. 1:58 left in the 4th quarter here. Man, the pass to Nance. Outside man. LeVert outside. Up top man. Outside for LeVert. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Mitchell against Young. Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. Adebayo sets a screen. Wiggins finds Adebayo. That ties it up.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot.
And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. Johnson a screen on Mitchell. Young with it, guarded by Adebayo. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's the pick. Pass to Ware. Into the... Oh!
Wow!
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big-time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Mitchell against Young. Johnson a screen on Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. He connects!
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
It's Wiggins on the wing. To take the lead. The 3 won't fall. Denied by Adebayo. And so it's Atlanta who scrapes by with a win. That was all right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Hero. Adebayo is out there with Wiggins. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Ware in at the 5 down low. Hero, no good. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Bulls. Now Giddey, screened by Smith. Offline with his 3. White against Hero. Ware hits the three-point bomb.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Giddey, no one around him. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Hero finds Mitchell. For 3. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's the 3. And White, the bucket on the assist from Giddey.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
There's Hero with the 3. No good. Chicago's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Ball. And here is Giddey. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Giddey with the screen on Adebayo. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Miami's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Wiggins kicks to Hero. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Fires for 3, and Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Bulls.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Ball after Tyler Hero's bucket, and the shot goes in.
Lots of quick moves inside by Ball to get into great position for the score.
1:49 left in the first quarter. Outside Hero. Lets the 3 fly. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
Smith sets the pick for Giddey. From outside, off the mark.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Now, here's Ball. White up top. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Hero. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
putting something extra on it. Wiggins showing off what he can do.
Screen by Smith. Ball from long range. Buries it from three-point range. Ball's got 5 points so far. Mitchell against White. Mitchell passes to Ware. Now here's Adebayo. From past the arc, it's good from long range. Adebayo's got his second basket of the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Smith. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's Chicago. They lead. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
On the court for the Heat, Mitchell is out there with Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hero against Giddey. The 3. Miami grabs the miss. Outside, Hero. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Now here's Giddey. Not a lot of room. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by Hero. Miami trailing. Wiggins kicks to Adebayo. Here's Ware. He's got 6. No one near him. Buries the jump shot. Ware's got 8 points.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Smith's shot is good.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Mitchell passes to Adebayo. Back to Mitchell. Adebayo with a screen on White. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Here's Adebayo. Gonzalez grabs the board. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Here's Ware. They get it back. Adebayo kicks to Mitchell. There's the triple. To the left side wing. Here's Ware. Hero passes to Ware. Back to Hero. Clock at 4. Miami needs to get a shot off. Lets it go from deep. Ware, no good. Bulls leading by 5. Here's White. And the Bulls another 3. Frank, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Gonzalez with the dunk.
On offense, Ball is a catalyst. He knows how to move things around and give people quality shots.
Hero kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Wiggins. Over Giddey. Heat moving the ball around. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by Smith. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Ware. Wiggins from outside. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
1:30 left to play here in the second quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Adebayo, that's a two-pointer. Hero finds Adebayo. 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Adebayo passes to Ware. Here's Wiggins. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's a strong take by Wiggins. I like the aggressiveness.
And when you think about Andrew Wiggins, championship-level defender for sure.
He can get in a guy's shirt without fouling him. He has the lateral movement to keep ball handlers in front of him. Really tough to do, especially in isolation.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Williams kicks to Herter. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And the Bulls lead by 8.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Now, here's Burks. Defended by Dosunmu. Launches a 3, and Duncan Robinson good for 3. Robinson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pick by Vucevic. Here's Dosunmu. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Terry is out there with Dosunmu. And it's Herter in at the 3. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. He took the opportunity when he saw it. Herter's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Hands it from downtown.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Robinson for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Terry. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Now it's a 7-point Chicago lead.
You can count on Vucevic to make a few clever handoffs. He sees what's happening at all times.
And there's the drive. They get the rebound. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Vucevic setting the pick for Herter. From deep. Good on the triple. Herter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Jovic passes to Burks. They need this. Sinks the triple. Burks has got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Snatched up. Kicks it out to Terry. Pass to Williams. Herder with a screen on Burks. Williams passes to Terry.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the defense.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. From downtown, drills the three-pointer. And the Bulls lead by 10.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Terry, the pass to Dosunmu.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Williams for 3. They get it again. Vucevic with the bucket. And now it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
Getting physical on the glass and getting a bucket, that's what Vooch does.
Shoots a fader. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Back to Dosunmu. Vucevic's screen on Burks. No one covering. Dosunmu's got 6 here in this quarter. The Heat trail by 15. Burks on the wing. Defended by Dosunmu. Burks the pass to Robinson. Miami no good on that time either. Now the Bulls with it. They're on an 18-6 run.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Herder.
Heat ball.
On defense, Chicago. Burks for 3. Terry grabs the board.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Here's Dosunmu. No good on the 3. The Heat trail by 17. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Chicago has gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Herder with it. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. And he's good on the 3-ball. Dosunmu's got 9 points here in the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Heat, they've got Mitchell. Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center position. Chicago leading by 18. Buzella sets a screen for Ball. Off target from outside. The Heat shooting 41% for the game. Hero passes to Adebayo. Wiggins from outside. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. From the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Bulls lead by 21.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And good that time.
Mitchell.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Buzelis. Six on the shot clock. Got it. Good job in the low post.
How about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. A three-pointer, Wiggins. Here he goes, and Wiggins throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Clock at 6. For three, Smith. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Hero passes to Wiggins. Back to Hero. Rebound by the Bulls. Buzelis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball with the bucket.
He can pull up with the best of them. Ball solid with his jumper.
For Miami, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Buzelis. And the 3 off target. The Heat trail by 20. Here's Hero. Driving inside.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Ball with it. Picked up by Hero. Three-pointer. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And Miami shooting at a decent 44% clip here.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bulls.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Josh Giddey.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
An easy 2 points on the layup. 44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Ball surveying the defense. Buzelis sets a screen for Ball. And the 3 ball is good. And the Bulls lead by 17.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And here is Hero. Just 5 on the clock. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight. Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
rebounding teams here, BA, so making sure that possessions count. Work to get the best possible shot you can in the half court, because you know there's not going to be a lot of second opportunities in this one.
Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trey Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Risacher in at the 3.
I think he gets as much talk, not just about his shot selection, but his playmaking.
Ball passes to Smith. Back to Ball. Picked by Smith. The 3. And Lonzo Ball hit from deep.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Ball against Young. Pass to Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Okongwu for 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Daniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
There's Ball with a 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Tipped. Daniels passes to Johnson. Puts the move on. And it's good on the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Three-pointer, Buzelis, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, BA, tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Chicago has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. White for 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Young against Ball. Takes a 13-footer. Young misses. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. White for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. White's got 6.
And this is where Lonzo Ball gets you excited. As a teammate, he's going to get you the ball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Jalen Johnson is developing the complete game. He said, I watch the guys who do everything. That's my mindset. I want to be at least solid in every department and then keep building on that, adding bits and pieces here and there. Brian, his versatility is already drawing attention league-wide.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Okongwu, and here is Young. Back to Okongwu. Here's Daniels. Now here's Johnson. The 3 from Ball. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 5. And here's Johnson, covered by Smith. Johnson with a bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Buzelis. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And you watch Jalen Johnson. His athleticism, man, it's unique.
Pretty unique at his size, right, BA? He just glides around the court. He's got great speed when they play in transition and can get above the rim. So this guy, a bit of a matchup nightmare. Just think when he gets his confidence.
Okay now, Rook. Buzelis showing he can finish with some power.
Johnson a screen on Ball. Up top, Young, hounded by Ball. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw this game. And it's the Bulls' ball. They're on a 13-5 run. The three from Ball. Rebounded by Johnson. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Young with it. Guarded now by Ball. Now Young. Still no points. Okongwu, a screen on Ball. 4 on the clock. Young. And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Outside White. Takes a 3. Not going to go that time. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking along. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Who's Ellis out there with Smith? Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Lonzo Ball. And it's White in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A line change here for Chicago. LeVert, right side. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Outside Herter. Again, the Bulls score. The Hawks trailing. LeVert outside. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Niang outside. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. There's Herter with the 3. Drills it from deep. Herter's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's what Herter does best, an absolute sniper from behind the arc.
Hawks trail by 5. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Chicago. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
LeVert passes to man. They need this. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
BA, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is just going to keep going. How far can we go? I don't know. I feel like we're topping off a little bit. The only way we're going to score more points in the game is add more time to the clock.
Williams with the screen. There's Herter with the 3. Good D by Niang. Hawks trail by 8. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Capella gets it to go.
Well, with a big guy, a little bit of physicality can go a long way. Got inside that time.
Herter up top. Back to Dosunmu. Vucevic, a screen on LeVert. Dosunmu for 3. Capella with a rebound. The Hawks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And stolen by Herter. And George Niang gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Collins, he's checked in for Chicago.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the second quarter. Williams, a screen on LeVert. Dosunmu for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Nance with it. No made baskets yet. Niang, that's good.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside Herter. Pass to Williams. Dosunmu for three. And the three-pointer goes. Dosunmu's got himself on the board with a three there.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Man, the pass to LeVert. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it. Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open three.
LeVert outside. Six to shoot. Pass to man. Nance outside. Launches a three. Collins with the rebound. Bulls leading by 8. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Takes the three. No luck on that one. Now here's man. Hasn't got...
Throw down. So pretty when Larry Nance Jr., even at his size, gets a chance to glide.
To the inside. Williams. Oh, the teardrop falls in. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater. Boy, those sure are pretty.
That'll do it for the first half. Chicago ahead, leading by 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Kevin Huerter really making a difference here.
Yeah, he plays such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the floor for Atlanta, Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Giddey into the lane. Smith with a screen on Okongwu. There's Ball with a 3. Drops in the 3. Ball's got 8.
Great read, great vision, great awareness from Lonzo Ball.
Here's Young. Chicago with a rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
White looking it over. Smith right side. Outside Giddey. Over Risache. And it's Giddey missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Buzelis. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Young inside. It's Trae Young.
Great job by Young there, not settling for a jumper, getting that ball close in.
Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he's so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, BA. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself.
Outside Young. Kongwu, a screen on ball. Young on the attack. And Young springs free.
Defenders just too worried about Trey pulling up on the shot, so he took advantage and just flew by him.
Going inside, out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Another three for Chicago.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
There's a minute 59 left in the third. Outside Young. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams, but Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that. I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Chicago shooting their initial free throws of the game here. The first free throw is good. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Hawks trail by 9. Here's Daniels. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Young against White. Chicago shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Bulls, Kobe White.
White hits them both. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter of the game. On the wing, Daniels. He's guarded by White. Here's Daniels. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get one up here. And here's a Kongwu for 3. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Atlanta foul. Daniel.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Third team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for 2, Lonzo Ball.
And he can't hit the second. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Young against Ball. Kongwu, a screen on Ball. Down low. The kick out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Young. Ball with a steal. And now the Bulls in transition. And here's White. He's got 9. There's a screen. Knocks down the triple. White's got 6 here in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to over.
The time is here.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter.
2 minutes.
Hawks trail by 10. We've got Zach Collins, Josh Giddey out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Ball in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Showing no mercy. Young gets free with the cutting dribble move.
Ball outside. Collins a screen. 6 to shoot. Ball passes to Giddey. Here's Buzelis. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Very encouraging to see Buzelis just going off offensively. This rookie is certainly feeling himself right now, and I love it. Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Ball taking his time here. White on the wing, guarded by Young. The three is up. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And we're going to have a jump ball.
You two players.
Okongwu, the pass to Young. It's deflected.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
Okongwu against White. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Pass the ball. Clock at 6. And Ball throws it down.
And don't be surprised when it is that Lonzo Ball rises up like that. He can get it done.
Okongwu up top. Collins defending. Here's Daniels. Yes, it's good.
You want to settle for something going away from the basket. Aggressive with a finger roll.
Chicago leading by 10. Here's Ball. Pass to Collins. White against Young. Collins with a screen on Young. Here's White. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Nice pass by Risache. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
1:52 left to play in the 4th quarter. Giddy. The kick out to White. And there's the screen. Pass to Buzelis. Back to White. For 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. White against Young. And here's Okongwu. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Buzelis. Giddy with a screen on Johnson. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Hawks trail by 6.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
The baseline J. Young can't hit. Chicago with the ball. Pass to White. Let's go with a 3. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Here's Risache. Soft touch off the glass.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out left to the wing. To the paint. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Giddy. The 3. That one doesn't drop. Here's Daniels. So Chicago takes the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves.